This podcast from the National Museum of the American Indian features one of the many treasures from our collection presented as part of the exhibition, Listening to Our Ancestors. The native nations of the Pacific Northwest are renowned for the beauty and complexity of their artistic traditions. From ceremonial to everyday, these beautiful objects connect one generation to the next and tell the stories of their makers. Representatives from 11 native nations selected specific objects as part of these interviews. Their perspectives reveal the deeper meaning these objects hold.
My name is Barb Cranmer, and I'm from the Namxxelagayu First Nation of Alert Bay. And my name means that I'm calling people to come and feast with me.
My traditional name is Kwakwaka'wakw. My English name is William Wasden Jr., and I'm from the Alert Bay people, the Namxxelagayu tribe.
Well, we came in yesterday. We're at the collections, this big, huge room with the collections from the Museum of the American Indian. And we were in here yesterday for the first time, seeing for the first time the 1,400 pieces of the Kwakwaka'wakw.
We have some sacred chants amongst our tribes, and Barb had asked if I could sing a couple of them, and I thought it was a really appropriate idea just to clear the way, as before we met them, just to announce that we're coming. The ones that we sang yesterday were more sacred, but this song is an everyday song, and I feel quite comfortable singing it.
The object that I've chosen to talk about today is a figure of a halibut-like monster, and it's our origin story.
This creature here is what we call Namxxelagayu, and it's a sea monster that protected our ancestor when the flood time came. It came to one of the old village sites and picked him up and took him to the bottom of the ocean and protected him and kept him safe and alive during the flood time, and returned him back when the flood receded, brought him back to his original village site for him to start up the tribe again.
I think the whole idea of origin is that it definitely places us to our beginnings of our people. It makes us distinct from where we come.
The sea monster mask would appear and show itself representing the first story, and it would be danced very early in the red cedar bark ceremonies, as our ancestor figures go back to our beginnings, and they're regarded as the most important of our stories.
As we move forward with this exhibit, we are going to give the power back to those pieces, because I've stressed over several times around having those pieces come alive in some way.
It was sad to see them so far from home, but yet the way I felt was that if they weren't here, then who knows where they'd be, or if we would ever have saw them again, and that there's a lot to learn from it. And there's always good that comes out of things, and we're here for a reason, that's for sure.
This program was made possible in part by the Andrew W. Mellon Foundation.